Netflix is all set to premiere your favorite series, Gyeongseong Creature, Part 1 on 22nd December 2023. And you'll be more surprised to note that Part 2 will follow on 5th January 2024. Want to know more details of Gyeongseong Creature Part 1? Well, stay tuned. Recently, OTT, giant Netflix released character stills of its promising series Gyeongseong Creature Part 1, which revealed the amazing cast that includes Park Seo-joon, Han So-hee, Soo Hyun, Kim Hae-suk, Joo Han-chol, and Lee Ha-jun. Want to know what the veteran actors will be portrayed as in the series? Kim Hae-suk and Joo Han-chol will be playing the characters Na Wol-daik and Yeon-jung Won, respectively. Want to know what is the plot in the series? Well, Gyeongseong Creature is set in the spring of 1945, which is considered to be the dark period in the history of humankind. The plot of Gyeongseong Creature revolves around two youngsters whose survival is very important as they come across a monster who is born out of greed. Park Seon-joon dons the hat of Jang Tae-sang, who is the owner of Gyeongseong's premier pawn shop and the city's chief informant. Han So-hee plays the part of Yoon Chae-uk, who is a resourceful woman renowned for her skills to find out the whereabouts of dead people. Chae-uk comes to Gyeongseong from Manchuria with her dad so that she can find out clues about her missing mother, and thus, she finally gets into a smashing deal with Jang Tae-sang. Kim Hae-suk depicts the role of Na Wol-daik, who is the loyal assistant of Jang Tae-sang's pawn shop. She displays her seasoned acting mastery in the part. Na Wol-daik acts as the family member to Jang Tae-sang and becomes a pillar of support during the absence. Jo Han-cheol is all delighted to portray the role of Yoon Chae-uk's father. In the quest for clues about his missing wife, Yeon-jung Won joins hands with Jang Tae-sang. Lee Ha-jun depicts the role of Kwon Jong-taek, who is Jang Tae-sang's friend as an independence fighter. Kwon Jong-taek comes from a rich family and he participates in the independence movement secretly and steps against his pro-Japanese family legacy. The plot of the horror K-drama Gyeongseong Creature spins around mysterious creatures that endanger the survival of mankind. You'll be dumbfounded to note that the series will have 7 episodes in the first part and will premiere on 22nd December this year, and the second part will include 3 episodes to be premiered on 5th January 2024. The first season's each episode is said to be around 60 minutes long. It will thus give the OTT audience a detailed exploration of the unique historical and sci-fi blended storyline. Gyeongseong is an old name for Seoul in the South Korean web series will depict events of the darkest era when people fight it out at the border between life and death. Yeah, the web series is set in the spring of 1945, during the Japanese colonization of Korea, and it'll have a story revolving around 2 young adults who have to battle it out for their survival with a strange creature that has been born out of greed. Let us take a look at the description of the horror series mentioned on Netflix, Gyeongseong 1945. In Seoul's grim era under colonial rule, the entrepreneur and the sleuth fight for survival and face a monster born out of human greed. The series was created by Kang Yeon-kyung and Chung Dong-yoon. Let us take a glance at how the filming of the highly anticipated apocalyptic drama took place. The production team of Gyeongseong Creature confirmed the casting in January 2022 and announced that the filming was in progress. Then on 3rd March 2022, it was reported that Lee Ha-jun had tested positive for COVID-19, and that's why the filming of the series had to be stopped considering the actor was undergoing a self-quarantine period. On 3rd August 2022, there were reports claiming that the actress Han So-hee suffered from a small injury on her face when she was shooting an action scene for the K-drama web series. On 11 August 2022, however, Han's agency confirmed that she had returned to filming as the actress had recovered from the facial injury. On October 2022, it was reported that the horror series completed its filming and had initiated the post-production phase. In November 2022, the production of the 2nd season of the web series was announced, and it was also stated that the filming schedule was yet to be finalized. In September 2023, there were reports circulating on the internet that claimed that Han So-hee again felt sick while shooting for the 2nd season, and she also tested positive for COVID-19. As per her agency, she was recovering from her home. In November 2023, Han, who is renowned for her performance in Nevertheless and 100 Days, My Prince, posted an update about her health on her blog post. She mentioned how after completing the filming of Gyeongseong Creature, she underwent retinitis surgery. Recently, on the 15th November 2023, the latest picture stills from the upcoming horror drama Gyeongseong Creature was released. The photos, when shared by the makers, actually increased the excitement of the fans of the historical thriller series. The photos showed the aesthetics of the series and featured costumes from 1940s South Korea in the period set design. It was the first still. Park Seon-joon and Han So-hee intensely look at each other with urgency in a room, and one can only imagine the unrest is going on outside with the creepy creature stalking. Another still showed Park Seo-joon locked up in a room unconscious. Han So-hee is noticed arriving at Gyeongseong, which was Seoul's name during the colonial period, in search of her mother who disappeared 10 years ago and crossed paths with Jang. Other stills also feature Wi Ha-jun, Kim Hae-suk, Soon Hyun, Jo Han-chol, and more. Recently, Park Seo-joon made his theatrical debut as a superhero with Marvels on 10 November 2023. Despite having less screen presence, the South Korean actor has already become the talk of the town. His much-awaited drama Gyeongseong Creature is anticipated to be very different from what we have seen in the genre. The horror period 10-part series Gyeongseong Creature has been directed by Jong Dong-yoon. He has previously worked on the popular SBS 2019 hit sports series Hot Stove League and the 2014 drama series What Happens to My Family. The script for the upcoming drama is written by Kang Yoon-kyun, who is known for several hits like the Dr. Romantic series Where Stars Land and What Happens to My Family. In recent times, Netflix has aired several iconic K-dramas such as The Hellbound, All of Us Are Dead, and Sweet Home, which fall under the apocalyptic dramas category. No wonder the viewers love to follow this trend, thus making it a top-rated section among the OTT platforms. Produced in the Korean language, Gyeongseong Creature is backed by production companies like Story and Picture Media, Studio Dragon, and Kakao Entertainment. Netflix recently also revealed an initial teaser for Gyeongseong Creature. The teaser will provide a glance into the amazing narrative and intense action that has been set in 1945, which was the Japanese colonial rule in South Korea. You'll be shocked to notice several tense situations, especially the Gyeongseong Hospital with humans and creatures that will shake you to the core. Tae-sang, a wealthy, knowledgeable man, and Chae-uk, a survival expert and tracker, face frantic situations, thus making us understand that the genre of the series to be a thriller action. Furthermore, if you have noticed the poster of the show, then it increases the fear and shows masked figures in a hospital carrying a large container while being surrounded by armed people. The dark, stressful backdrop and eerie color scheme heighten the ominous mood. The poster's text, Spring in 1945, and There were humans and creatures in a hospital of Gyeongseong, indicating the presence of monster-like creatures. Giving you a sneak peek about a historical fact that before getting the name Seoul, the captain of South Korea was known as Gyeongseong. The Japanese Empire, which ruled the country in the early 1900s, named the capital. They maintained governance until the end of the World War II in 1945. The upcoming web series exclusively streamed on Netflix, Gyeongseong Creature, will combine war themes and supernatural creatures in the storyline. So, are you guys all ready to witness the thrilling blend of history and horror in the form of the show Gyeongseong Creature? Well, you'd also get to understand how human greed can destroy people's lives if not controlled in the right manner. The show definitely has a compelling cast and unique storyline that integrates historical elements with science fiction. You'll be surely hooked to the screen to watch the 10-episode series, considering its supernatural narrative in the backdrop of intense action and dark mystery. This K-drama has the potential to top the charts in the coming months. How excited are you to watch Part 1 and Part 2 of Gyeongseong Creature? Who is your favorite among the talented cast of the horror series? Share with us your views and thoughts in the comment section below. If you liked watching our video, click the like and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more such updates on K-drama and web series.